I'll bite from here. What's going on, guys? King Shrats here, back into the video on the channel, and today we are back with another episode of the highest rated sandwich shop in my area. That's how advertising works. I had never heard of this place once, but when I'm checking on DoorDash, I see a picture of this sandwich and I'm like, yo, this sandwich looks ridiculous. I have to try this sandwich. So that is how I found this place. Took it to a place called Yella's. It is located in Hawthorne, New Jersey. And on Google, it has a 4.6 out of 94 ratings. And on DoorDash, we have a 4.8 out of 107 ratings. So we got some high ratings here. I have to admit, the food looks ridiculous. And you'll see, I did get the sandwich that I saw, like I wasn't going to. But you'll see when I start to uncover some of these bad boys. But we are on a roll. We've had some really good food lately. So if you are digging the content, you want to see more of these food finds, daily uploads. I'm not breaking the streak unless video does really bad, then I'll have to switch it up. You know what? I probably won't break the streak anyway, but I do appreciate it. Likes, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, all of that cringy YouTube stuff. Anyway, let's get into this. First things foremost, I do have 2 more Taylor chip cookies with Booby at the end of the video. I've done about 5 or 6 already, but there are 12, so I'm gonna do those more towards the end of the video. But let's start unveiling some of these bad boys so I can get into these. First thing, we have a sandwich, which is called, it's on here, it's called the Rochester. And what it is, let's take this bad boy out. Let me just take this out. Let's build a nice little, you know I get messy when I eat, so let's build a nice little border I can go always do. But it is roast beef with horseradish and cheddar. And the big thing they got me with was this bread. I wish this had more horseradish just looking at it, but hey, you never know until you have the sandwich. So that is sandwich number 1. They also make their own chips, which I thought was like super dope. So these are homemade spicy barbecue chips, which we will get into. And then we got some sides. I never get these, never, but I'm trying to do different things on the channel and I didn't want to go with the safe play. So I actually did get, I called these mid in my French fry rankings. My big ass hand's in the way, give me a second. I got sweet potato fries, but I did say I like waffle fries, so I got sweet potato waffle fries. Can't believe I did that, but I wanted to risk it for the biscuit. I don't want to keep making safe plays and just getting normal French fries and things like that, so we went with the sweet potato joints. Get out of the way. That looks, it looked kind of soggy, not gonna lie. We'll find out. I got a Nashville hot chicken sandwich, which you'll see right here. Look at this. Boom. Look at this thing. How's that look? Is it good? We're gonna find out. I mean, it looks red. That's a good call in it. And then we have a burger. We got a Cowboy burger. This has onion rings, barbecue sauce, and bacon, like a rodeo burger. They call it a Cowboy burger. Same idea. So that is right there. We got the chips right here. And then, of course, the sandwich that caused me to order this in the first place. So that is what I want to get into first. Get out of here. This is known as the Benny Brown. And what the Benny Brown is, y'all need to hear this. Hot sub. You know I like my hot subs. I got a cold and a hot sub on purpose, wrapped in a foil. Ooh, I like that gravy. That's absolute love right there. Oh, you just gonna keep rolling on me, huh? Oh, yes. Hold on. The Benny Brown. Look at this thing right here. This is what made me get it in the first place. Peep this. They didn't cut this thing? They didn't cut it. They didn't cut it. Y'all didn't cut it? I don't care. All right. The Benny, is it cut? That's not cut. That's okay, whatever. The Benny Brown. It's a cheesesteak with sauteed onions, fresh mozzarella, and gravy on this sub roll. And this thing looks ridiculous. I love gravy on a sub roll. I love cheesesteak with gravy. I'm just going to just rip it open. What are we saying? That's a dub. That's it. I'm drooling already. That's a dub. That's a dub. That's a dub. This is going to be a dub. Oh, that's a dub. Oh, that's a dub. Oh, that's a dub. Look at that. Sauteed onions, gravy, cheese. Toretto has to see me coming inside of my food, bro. We gonna have to chop this up, Toretto. Me and you, bro. I swear. Ruined my first bite, but this sandwich is fire. Give me one more bite. Hold on. I already gathered myself. Look at this steak. Look at that drippiness. The gravy's really good. The bun still holds up, even though it's soaked in gravy, which is fantastic. Those salted onions have a ton of flavor on them. Adds that nice, almost like a French dip kind of vibe to it. My only gripe, I'm not really seeing the mozzarella in here. And that would have made this a home run. This thing is really good. But I don't know if they was on strike. Because in the picture, there's a ton of mozzarella in here. I don't really see it. Like, see how thin that mozzarella is right there? Right here? It's a little disappointing on a mozzarella level. And I know people are clowning away saying mozzarella a billion times by now, and I completely feel y'all, but I just wanted my cheese. With that being said, the rest of the sandwich is excellent. I mean, this would have been like a solid 9 with the mozzarella on there. I know I keep saying mozzarella because it's frustrating. You know? But even with that, I'm gonna try to bite this bite because I see the cheese. I need the cheese. Nah, man. That's not, where's the cheese, bro? They almost had it. If I would have been there when they were assembling the sandwich, which they weren't, I got it ahead of time, I would have been staring at dude like, come on, man, cheese me. They would have cheeses with a solid 9. It's an 8. Because everything else is excellent. Even the bread. Look at this bread. Soft. Bread's fantastic. Gravy's fun. The other thing I don't like, and now I'm deducting more points, this brings you down to a 7.5. All the onions are on the top. So when I get the top bite, it's really good. Then I start getting to the bottom, and there's no onions. You know? I feel like they had the blueprint to make it perfect, and if you're one of those people that go to the sandwich shop and you stare them down, because I've done this, I'm not gonna lie, and be like, okay, can you, mix this up or do something? It would have been a home run. What we have here is an excellent ingredient, and then an L assembler of the sandwich. Plain as day. Could have been a 9, knocked it all the way down to a 7.5 just off of assembly, which is a little disappointing, but I will tell you this. Everything in this sandwich is excellent. I'm biting the top at this point. If I'm going to bite the rest of the top. Look at that. There's like no onions left, but you see that gravy in that steak. It's really good, but not enough cheese. Need thicker mozzarella. I mean, you're in North Jersey. Where we mozzarella. I swear to God, it's right away. If you pull off right now, we're good. But you can see I almost ate this whole thing. It's fantastic. 7.5 though. That being said, I do want to try this bev. I normally don't drink regular soda, but I was at the dollar store earlier and I saw this. So we got some berries and cream RC Cola. RC Cola is like an old school brand. I forgot where it's from, but it's somewhere like in the northeast portion of the United States. When I was younger, most of the vending machines were either CNC Cola or RC Cola, but you rarely have ever seen it anymore. But the dollar store had a ton of RC Cola, and I saw this berries and cream. I don't like to drink the sugary drinks, which I'm not editing that. Nope. I don't really like to drink sugary drinks, and that was somebody telling me not to drink this. So it's probably gonna be trash. I'm not editing that. Nope. We don't edit stuff like that. We keep the outtakes in. Okay, let's try it anyway. You know it's dripping all over my damn hand. Okay, this is probably because it exploded all over my damn hand. It's flat, kind of, but the flavor reminds me of like a cherry Coke. I'm not really getting the cream. There is like a cream undertone, like cream soda. It tastes like if you took cherry Coke and mixed it with cream soda, would be my verdict on it. It's okay. It's nothing special. With that being said, RC Cola really never was anything special, if I'm gonna be honest. It was just there, and I'm one of them people that like, it's a soda, I'm gonna drink it anyway. So it is what it is. I gotta fold this over because there's some soda on it. But that's fine. We're not editing that. Now let's try these chips too, real quick. Homemade chips. That sounds like a W. I got barbecue. They also had plain. Here, let's just. Oh, these look. What he's looking? He's like a W or no? I don't know if it's because I don't eat a lot of homemade chips. The chew is off. And there's not a lot of barbecue on it. There's like a sprinkling of barbecue dust. Not my favorite. I won't lie to you. Like I said, I always tell the truth. And these, let me get one more. Like you can see like the barbecue seasoning on there, right? But this one looks good. This is what I want on every single one. See this? That one's much better. It's just not on every chip. The texture of this chip is also better. You can call me crazy, but that's how they serve them. Like, they're in bags already. I think if you got these while they were fresh, they would be much better. But if you're getting them just to take out, which they have them assembled like that, honestly, bagged chips are much, much better. A little bit of a letdown. Which brings me to the next sandwich. We have the Rochester. I am not the biggest cold sub fan in the world. It's not like I don't enjoy it. Rochester's real simple, but I do enjoy horseradish, which is why I wanted to try this. So we have a roast beef sandwich with cheddar and horseradish. That is literally all it is. This bite looks the best, so I'm starting from the booty. You can ask pretty much every woman I've dated. I'm not going there. You know what? This is good. The roast beef. I don't know where to get their deli meat from. That's fantastic. The roast beef itself, wow, yeah. I'm not a cold sub guy, but this thing's, man, hold on. The horseradish, This bite right here looks good. I'm eating the sandwich. I'm eating the sandwich like an absolute degenerate right now, so I apologize. Because I'm all over the place, and I know that. But look at this bite with the horseradish cream right there. See it on the top? Nice thick layer of roast beef. Okay, this is what. This is like absolute heat. Sometimes when it comes to food, and I'm big on this, even though I like my crazy stuff, you know, I like sandwiches when it has fries and gravy, you know. Sometimes the best things are the simplest. Like this. It's just well executed. Simple. Roast beef, cheese, horseradish, bread. The bread is excellent. The horseradish is excellent. It's not over the top horseradish. It's definitely more like a horseradish mayo. The roast beef, I mean, it's ridiculously good. And normally when I get a roast beef sandwich, I would prefer a sandwich that had a little more cheese on it. But with this, the roast beef is the star of it. And I think it works better because it's not overpowered by the rest of the ingredients. There's just a hint of cheddar. There's a hint of horseradish. And it's all sitting inside that beautiful bread. Man, I like this a lot. Alright, let's get a mid chip. I don't like those chips, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. They're alright. It's like a grab bag of chips. Some are good, some aren't. I don't know. Anyway. This is one of the better sandwiches I've had around here. Roast beef and cheese wise. This is up there. I don't even want to drink that. No. This is why I kept backup. This is just regular ShopRite Poverty brand raspberry lemonade sparkling seltzer. Don't eat that, I swear to God. Yeah, I'm not a regular soda person, bro. I'm probably the worst critic because I just feel like it tastes like pure sugar, which is crazy coming from me. Don't even really need condiments. It's not dry. W. Cowboy burger. It is a double pattied rodeo burger. Same exact thing. Most people do call it a cowboy burger, but you can see what is on the inside. This thing actually does look good. So we got 2 smash burgers, nice thick layer of bacon, 2 giant onion rings sitting on this potato bread. If you've never had potato bread is like such an underrated type of bun or roll. I've been eating them since I was a kid. It's like literally the only thing my mom would ever buy is potato rolls, potato bread, everything. Even peanut butter and jelly is in potato bread. This one is right up my alley. So let's undress you real quick. What are we saying? Alright, decently assembled, kind of falling apart a little bit and like, you know, a little off to the side, but that's okay. That's really... Oh, there's banana peppers on here. Nice touch. I'm gonna spread these out though, because they're all sitting on one side. I told you, the assembly game just kind of isn't it, but there is banana peppers on here too, look, right in the bottom. So that should add a nice little spice element to this with the barbecue sauce, which is on the top. Yes, it is. There's a little bit of barbecue sauce and like a slight hint of it. I would have liked a little bit more, but I am not the one making this sandwich, so that is why we try these. Okay, this bottom bun is just soaking up all this grease. That was pretty good. Let's break it down though. Okay. The potato bread is always good. I believe this is a Martin's potato roll. Like, it is a Martin's potato roll, which is my favorite bread roll, I'm not joking, that I ate my entire life. Very popular brand around here, and I've been eating them for a very long time. So good. I think you left. Banana peppers add that nice vinegary, briny, and a spice taste to it. Cheddar cheese, onion rings, hold on. I want to try this beef by itself. What are we saying? You gonna focus? Thank you. There's a gripe. The beef isn't really seasoned. It is juicy. I would have liked a little more seasoning on the beef. I like a seasoned beef patty when I'm eating a burger, but it is carried by the extra stuff on here. The banana peppers, like I said, that salty bacon, a little sweet from the onion roll and the barbecue sauce, onion roll, onion ring. Well, I'll put it this way. I like this burger a lot, but for what it costs, you can probably find better. It is good though. I believe this is like $13, $14. What did I just get right there? Why didn't the whole thing taste like that? I'm gonna tell you what's going on here. I don't know who's working there right now, but it's a Sunday night. Looked like there was like teenagers in there, and they don't really care. They put these together like that. Whoever was cooking this makes some good stuff, but the way they put the sandwich together is like an L. That part was like, this part of the burger is seasoned. Absolutely not. Let's go with the sweet potato. I'm not the biggest fan of sweet potato, but I'm trying this because I love y'all and we gotta try new stuff. That's what the channel is about. So, it's a waffle fry, slightly flimsy. If you like sweet potato fries, you're gonna like them. If you like sweet potato fries, you're gonna like them. It's got that sweet potato distinct waffle fry taste, like, you know, that people love when you like sweet potato fries. That's such a bad way to critique something. But Sweet potato fries, again, not my favorite, but some of the better ones I've had. I'd probably give those a solid 8. I'm just not a big fan of sweet potato fries in general. The burger, it's the same thing as the cheese stick. I would give it a 7.5 again. I think all of the stuff is there. They're just, whoever's putting these sandwiches together is not doing the best job in the world. Like, I just have to be real about that. Because one side was seasoned and the other one was not, which is weird. I did eat the whole thing. 7.5 is still excellent. This right here is a solid 9. I love this sandwich completely. And this, I have to go like a 4, bro. I don't really like them at all. Like, they're edible. That's probably the best thing I can say about them. I got one good chip out of an entire bag. The bag was about $2. I mean, I got me a bag of Jason Tatum's, been much happier. Keep it full stack. Last, I wanted to try this because you don't see a lot of it on menus around here. So we have a Nashville hot chicken sandwich sitting on a Martin's potato roll. I already know that's what it is. We got the chicken patty, and then there's some slaw on the top. So we got some cabbage slaw. It's purple cabbage slaw. Let's just assemble that around. Whoever puts these sandwiches together is just not doing it. But patty looks a little burnt. This is what it is. Let's try it. The sandwich has good spice to it. I'm going to be as subjective as possible, but I'm always going to be honest. I'm looking over here right now because I'm trying. All right, I'm going to give me one more chance. I'm going to bite from here. It just tried to kill me. For people who think that I don't like pickles, I bit into a pickle and immediately I can't show you, and I had to edit it out. Okay, but I'll show you the little piece of bite that I took. It's on one side of the sandwich, bro. Look at this. This is not a joke. I bit into the second half of the sandwich because they shit at assembling things. You can see that back piece right here. There's a tooth mark on it. I can't show this to you because they will literally, I had this happen to me. They demonetized my video, so I can't show myself spitting anything out. So it's edited out of the video. But they put pickle on my sandwich. I can smell it. Oh my God, bro. Y'all think I'm being dramatic. I wish I could show you what just happened. I can't show it to you, which sucks. I just bit a pickle. I've been saying this the entire video about how bad they were at preparing things. I can show you my receipt, okay? My receipt says no pickles, okay? It's in focus. You can see right there. It says Nashville hot with no pickles. Toretto, I'm gonna beat you down, bro. Stop. I swear to God. I'm ranting. It says no pickles. They put it on there anyway because they can't follow directions. Everything that I have said, I've tried to be subjective, but say somebody was allergic to something. Now, I'm not saying people are allergic to pickles, but maybe they are. That's horrible. You can't do that. Anyway, I'm a little pissed off right now, but I'm gonna be honest about the sandwich, which you could see me about to say it. I tried to give it one more chance and almost bit a pickle, so you already know. I'm gonna be honest, that sandwich is so mid, it's not even a joke. It was overcooked. The sandwich was like literally, the spice on this wasn't necessarily that bad, but you can see when I'm pulling this thing apart that it's dry as hell. The sandwich was dry, okay? The coleslaw was the point. I was biting into it, and you could see me pulling strands out of my mouth. Now, I wanted to give it a third bite before I actually went through with what I was gonna say, and that just cemented it. I was always gonna be honest. This was excellent. That was good, but assembled poorly. The French fries were decent, then those were bad. I said everything else, so don't think that I'm all of a sudden like, oh, he's mad. Nah, bro. We're gonna be honest. That sandwich, I would never order again, clearly, and that's too bad of a mistake to happen. Like, it can't happen. But I don't like that sandwich. Yeah, and it's sitting over here because I'm smelling pickle. They hit it so well because it's on one side of the sandwich that I took 2 bites and didn't get a bite of the pickle, which is good. I got to try it, but geez, oh my goodness. Listen, I've said this before, at 100K I will try to eat a pickle, but I immediately spit that thing out. I mean, projectile across the screen. I can't put it in a video. I wish I could. I wish I could, but I can't because they'll demonetize me. But yeah, I can taste it. That just, luckily we finished towards the end. I'm gonna try these Taylor chip cookies kind of to get that taste out of my mouth. Overall, the place wasn't bad. It was good, but there are better places in the area if I'm being completely honest, which I've said the entire time. So out of 10, I'd probably give it like a solid like 7. Just make sure you get it put together well. And 7 is being generous after what they just did there, but that can't happen. That was the Nashville hot you can throw out. But I would go and get this sandwich even till this day, get it again, because you can't screw this up because there's nothing else on the sandwich. So with that being said, let's try the Taylor chip cookies. I bet y'all are cracking up right now. Y'all are, aren't you? Go ahead, keep laughing. Keep laughing. It's all good. Oh man, I don't even want to hit 100K no more. I can't. I hate pickles, bro. Oh my god, I bit it immediately. I was like I could just taste the. Oh, that yo, pickles are so gross, bro. I don't care what nobody says. Y'all gonna really love that 100K. If I get to 100,000 subscribers, I guarantee you, if that plaque is in my hand, I will eat a pickle. I'm gonna try it. I'm actually gonna try to eat it, like actually eat it. But that just cemented it for me. People, why would you like pickles? That's real, bro. I wish I could show y'all that. Can't. Man. I'm gonna be honest, like the last time that I did something like that, I kept it in my video and they demonetized it in like 10 seconds. It happened twice. One time I blew my nose and I showed that my was black, my like snot, because I did the 1 chip challenge and they demonetized it. Another time I was doing an eating challenge and I bit into like an onion that was disgusting and I had to edit it out because they demonetized my video. I wish I could, but I can't. So y'all just gonna have to take my word for it. That was so disgusting. Let's do these Taylor chips. Just rinse my mouth out 67 times and we heated up our first cookie. So we got a Taylor chip. I've done Taylor chip before. The box is still chilling over here. It is a company out in Pennsylvania that makes gourmet cookies. They got a lot of different flavors. Their boxes come in 12. I explained it in a video before, but I know a lot of people might not have seen that. So they have a bunch of flavors. So I've been doing them throughout the week. We have our first one, which is Snickerdoodle, which is heated up. I heated it up in the plastic because it actually heats up better in a shorter period of time. But if you never had a Snickerdoodle, it's not even like whatever. All right, let's see. In the middle looks good. Nice weight to it. Period. Glad I cleaned my desk. I'm still discombobulated from the pickle. Don't blame me. Let's go. That's pretty good. These things are like crumbly as hell. Right on cue. But that cinnamon sugar on here, this almost tastes like a cinnamon toast crunch cookie. I'm here for it. Surprisingly, even though there's no filling, it's just like a regular cookie. It's gonna fall apart again. In a sense, it's not dry. Crumbly as hell. But it's actually good. Okay, I'll get one more bite. I mean, half the thing fell apart, which is not a good look. We took a lot of L's today. The cookie's a W. Like I said, it's kind of crumbly, which is a little bit of a turnoff. But the flavor, it tastes like a cinnamon toast crunch cookie. And it is good. I would have liked like an icing or something. And I know that's not what a Snickerdoodle is. But just in my own fat head, that was the first thing I thought about. Is to put like an icing on here. And it would have been like a home run. Even everything that I've had today that's been like really good is like missing like a component that makes it like over the top good in my opinion. Still a very good cookie. One of the better ones I've had from them. Out of 10, damn. It's a solid 8. It is good, you just keep picking at it. You know it's crumbly as hell. But, still a solid 8. One more. Okay, so last one of the Taylor chips. This one I've been looking forward to for a while. Peanut butter fudge, like right up my alley. I'm a Reese's guy, so I'm expecting a W from this one. I actually saw a video on Instagram where they were putting it together. And what they did was they took it. These things are so damn crumbly. I'm not editing it. This is it. This is an unbiased review. I don't care if you send them to me. I'm gonna be honest about it. But I saw this being made. They had a big cookie on the bottom. Then they took like a peanut butter cookie glob, and you can see it in the middle. And then they assembled another cookie on top of it. I saw it, and I'm like, yo, I gotta get this cookie. So that is the one this is. It smells excellent. Please don't, like, don't crumble in all over. Oh. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. I swear to God, if this sucks, I'm gonna be pissed, because look at that peanut butter globe in the middle. I wish they didn't fall apart so damn easy. That's like a giant Reese's. That is like a giant Reese's. After eating that damn pickle, I bit it, I didn't really eat it. It was a small ass bite, but I tasted it right away. But after doing that, I needed some money to lob me a W. You see that melty fudge right there? And this big ass glob of peanut butter? This is their best cookie in me that I've had. This one. It's to the point, it's simple, and it's well executed, and it's excellent. And I love peanut butter. And there's a giant ass serving of peanut butter in the middle. And then you got this fudge brownie type of feel on the outside where it's got that gooey fudge. You can see it again, get a look in there. And melted chocolate chips. This is definitely up at the top of the ones I've had so far. And I think this is my 7th one. I'm like, I'm not supposed to eat this hard. I don't care. Look at that. This one's fire. That peanut butter glob is like the glob of dreams. Glob of dreams. Who says that? I have nothing bad to say about this cookie. I have nothing. If you like peanut butter and fudge, you'll love this cookie. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm taking off a 0.1 because everything crumbles to hell. And other than that, this is a 9.9. This is my favorite cookie so far. I only intended to eat half, but I did only eat 2 bites of a Nashville hot chicken sandwich. So I got extra calories. I'll eat that one all day. I said what I said. 9.9 in synopsis. I'll keep this as objective as possible. When it comes to the restaurant, I enjoyed some of the food, but it left a bad taste in my mouth literally from that pickle. And the sandwich itself, I already was going to kind of say it was bad. It was bad. But with that being said, their cold cut subs were excellent. I cannot deny that fact. I would go back just for that cold cut and assembled correctly of the other one with the gravy on it. Being completely honest. Overall, there are definitely better places in the area, but it's still new. From what I'm seeing, there's not a lot of ratings, so they're probably going through some things, but to me, new restaurants, when you're working your logistics, sometimes that happens. I said this with Wingstop, literally. The first time I went to Wingstop, it was when it first opened, and it was absolutely horrible. Now that they're kind of like rolling, they've been there for years now, it's excellent. So that's really my opinion. I'm just going to be honest, and I'm always going to make sure that I tell the truth when it comes to stuff. So I'm not editing any of that out. I'll be honest when it comes to this stuff. Highest rated? Not yet. You got work to do. Out of 5, I would probably give it like a 4, like a 3.9 right now, being honest. You got work to do. You got to work on your logistics and how to put together your stuff, and honestly how to take orders correctly. And the receipt says no pickles. Like, you're looking at it. So you can't screw that up. You're not a fast food place. If I pay $15 for a sandwich, you can't screw that up. That's not how it works. Restaurants and stuff, fast food, I'll let slide with that. Restaurants, places serving $15 sandwiches, absolutely not. You got to be on top of that. And I'm sure if they see this video, they're not going to be happy about it. As far as that goes. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. I don't know who was working there or what, but it can't happen. Anyway, that's going to be the end of the video. We got some content coming. I'm telling you, this week is about to be crazy. I'm not joking. Some of my favorite places that you guys like to watch me go to are all up on the menu. Some new menu items and a place that I have been getting asked to go to for a very long time. We will be heading to this week. 100% book it. So we'll be back. Streaks going tomorrow. More content. I love y'all. Hand signs. They made it to YouTube.